Tonight on News Center, the Veterans Club brings a wrestling event to campus. WCAL DJs survived 48 hours locked in the station for a good cause. And the tennis team has their sights set high. News Center starts right now.
Good evening and welcome to CUTV News Center for the week of April 3rd. I'm Matt Hagee.
And I'm Catherine Leverfinger. The Renegade Wrestling Alliance will be coming to Cal U's Convocation Center Saturday, April 19th to wrestle for a great cause on campus. CUTV reporter Miriam Mason interviewed two wrestlers to get an inside look before the event.
RWA is teaming up with Cal U Vets Club and PA National Guard to bring a Salute to the Troops wrestling event that brings a variety of matches to the ring at the Convocation Center.
It's a boot camp match, which basically means it's kind of a tribute to the military, the name, but it just basically means there's no disqualification. So anything that you could possibly grab to use is completely legal in the match. There's no holds that are illegal. There's no, weapons that are illegal. Everything, is basically legal.
At the event, I am in a triple threat match for the RWA tag team titles. The champions are Generation Dead. Myself and my partner Ryan Rain are known as Exclusive. And then the RWA heavyweight champion Lodi is teaming up with the RWA PA regional champion Brady Pierce.
A portion of the net proceeds from the event will support the 9/11 Scholarship Fund at Cal U.
It's a scholarship that will help fund our soldiers that have served 90 days or more on active duty since September 11th. So it's just sort of like a supplemental fund to help above their GI Bill and stuff like that. So what we're trying to do is raise as much money as we can, and all the sponsor money, like we have a few sponsors locally, and we have a couple big companies that are sponsoring the show, and what we're trying to do is all of that money that's sponsored is going into that scholarship fund at Cal. And then we're also doing 5% of the ticket sales is also going to that scholarship. So we'd like to raise as much as we possibly can, to put money into that account.
Ryan Mitchell, a member of the U.S. Navy, found the Convocation Center and realized it was a perfect place to host the event.
And it was just a beautiful building, and we decided, with what it represents and what we're trying to do, and kind of like the big fight, big match feel that we're looking for, this was just a perfect building. This whole event really is probably the biggest event I've ever done. You know what I mean? For me personally, to be able to main event a show that's a salute to the troops, and to be able to be there and do what we do in front of our boys and girls to give back to them, it doesn't get a whole lot bigger than that in our industry. So.
Come out and support Cal U Vets, PA National Guard, and RWA. General admission is $12, $15 for floor seats, $6 for children and students with a proper ID. Veterans and service members who show military ID will be free. Tickets are available at the Convocation Center box office. For CUTV News Center, I'm Miriam Mason.
WCAL hosted their annual lock-in this past weekend. 5 radio DJs were locked in the radio station from Friday night to Sunday evening and had to play music for the allotted 48 hours. There was a good cause behind locking the DJs in the room for the whole weekend.
I think it went really well this year. We raised about $734. We might be having more coming in later in the week through donations from other community members mailing checks in.
It's quite the experience. It was really fun. I don't know, I'm friends with pretty much everybody else who was DJing, so it was kind of an odd experience to be locked in with 4 other people for 48 hours.
Along with the lock-in, WCAL ran a 3-day Chinese auction in the Tally Student Center that had prizes ranging from music and sports to help raise money for the station.
Well, we've done the Chinese auction for about, I believe, 2 or 3 years now. That's our way of raising money for the lock-in. We usually have it in the hallway by the radio station, but we couldn't do that this year due to the construction. So we had to move outside, and we would tell anybody who came by that it was going to the Children's Hospital. And on Saturday, when we were running the Chinese auction in front of the Student Center, we were live streaming the lock-in on air because the DJs were already locked in at that point, so we connected it through that way.
The lock-in was long and grueling for the DJs, but nonetheless a fun experience. Future WCAL DJs will definitely learn and take advice from the DJs who have been part of the lock-in over the years.
Time management. That's the only thing. It's difficult figuring out who's playing how much music and who's playing when. Time management is very difficult. You got to hope somebody else in the lock-in wants to be up early.
Usually during the lock-in, there's always a couple people that try to stay up for the full 48 hours, but they rotated between the 5 of them when they were going to sleep, and they rotated the music that they were going to play, and I think they did really well. They said that they felt pretty good when they left.
The start of April marks the start of the Autism Awareness Month. It is reported that 1 in every 68 children are diagnosed, which makes autism the fastest growing developmental disorder in the U.S. Michael Mandarino, a spokesperson for the Dan Marino Foundation, announced that they will be partnering with Panera Bread for the Touchdown for Autism cookie campaign. The cookies will be on sale from the 1st to the 7th at Pittsburgh Panera locations. The cookies are $2 with $1 going to the Dan Marino Foundation to help fund the creative arts programs of the Wesley Spectrum Services.
Getting into one Ivy League school is tough enough, but one teen in New York managed to be accepted by all of them. 17-year-old Quasi Ennen from William Floyd High School received his final acceptance letter from Harvard last week to complete this rare feat. Many college counselors say few students even apply to all 8 Ivy League schools, being each school seeks different qualities from their freshman class. Ennen plans to pursue a career in medicine and music at one of the 8 Ivy League schools.
The winter took a toll on our roads, and it could be a long time to fix them. In the city of Pittsburgh, there is a 30 miles of paving budget for the entire city. Mark Gable, Public Works Director, agrees that 30 miles will not make a dent in everything that needs to be fixed. 80 to 100 miles would need to be paved this year. The money is just not available at this time. A long-term plan is being created to fix the roads. A system will be put in place that evaluates which roads needs to be fixed first. Mayor Bill Peduto commented the system needs to change from having no management to one that has a 10-year plan. So I think we should take a moment to talk about Autism Awareness Month and how truly it does affect children everywhere. I know when I helped teach Sunday school back at home, there were several children who were autistic, and how it is an issue for this country right now.
It really is, and I hope Cal really takes more initiative into it. My dad used to teach with some of those kids before he got changed, and I got to observe him when I was in high school. We had like the parent-teacher day and stuff, so I got to see some of the kids, and some of them, you can tell right away they're severely ill with it, but some of them, you can blend right in. You could barely even know unless they told you.
They are absolutely amazing children, though. It's really wonderful to get to spend time with some of them.
It really is. It's a great cause.